Good afternoon. This is the day I have been looking forward to for over 2 years, and the day the Algonquin neighborhood has been looking forward to for over a decade. It is so exciting to be here with everybody today. I am so excited to be at my first grand opening in a bathing suit, and I'm so excited to be here to open this new, huge, amazingly wonderful Algonquin Park Pool. Yeah. Woo! I am a big believer in the power of our parks. They make such a positive impact on so much of our city, improving public safety, public health, the economy, education, quality of life, sustainability, and so much more. And that's why parks have been a priority of mine since the day I took office, and they will be a priority of mine until the very last day that I'm in office. We've made historic investments in our parks. We've opened new parks, improved historic parks, built over 30 pickleball courts, invested in long overdue deferred maintenance, and so much more. We've improved accessibility at our playgrounds, upgraded restrooms, added cameras, lights, free Wi-Fi, walking trails, tennis courts, spray grounds, and much, much more. And today's opening is another sign of the amazing positive momentum that we're seeing in our parks across our city and in every corner of Louisville. The Algonquin Park Pool has been an important part of this community and all of Louisville since the 1950s. Yet before I was mayor, the city closed the pool after the summer of 2022. In fact, I went for a run around this neighborhood when I was running for mayor. I started and ended the run right here in Algonquin Park. And I promised every neighbor that I met that day, if I was elected, we would rebuild a bigger and better pool. And friends, today, we all deliver on that promise. We are opening the biggest and the best public pool in all of Kentucky, right here in Algonquin Park. Now, projects like this aren't easy to fund, and they're not easy to build. And the announcement for this pool at Algonquin Park happened before I was elected mayor. But the project was still several $1 million short. And when you're short for a $7.2 million project like this, you have to be creative, committed, and have great partners to work with to make this a reality. So we focused on our priorities, reallocated some federal funding from the American Rescue Plan to support this project, build support in other areas, and secured the investment that we needed to make this pool a reality, as well as for the Camp Taylor pool that will open before next season, and so many library projects that would still be off the drawing board if Metro Council did not support this proposal, and if Metro Council did not have the same passion and level of support for our parks that I do. To all of my friends on Metro Council here today, thank you all so much for your commitment to our parks, for your commitment to our libraries, for your commitment to working together with me in partnerships to make things like this happen for all of our residents in the city. And as I mentioned, federal funding from the American Rescue Plan was a key part of what made this happen. The $388 million that just Louisville received amongst all the other cities in the country has been helping to transform our city and make key projects like this a reality. And that American Rescue Plan bill that passed Congress had one sponsor. Yes, only one sponsor of the American Rescue Plan bill that is making projects like this a reality. And that sponsor was our very own former Congressman John Yarmouth, who is here with us today. John, thank you so much for your leadership and your time in Congress, for your creativity, energy, and strength to make the American Rescue Plan a reality. The kids of Algonquin and surrounding neighborhoods in all of Louisville have you to thank for helping us make this a reality. And I was just speaking with Congressman McGarvey last night. He is unfortunately in Washington today doing our work and representing all of us there. And so he sends his regards. He supports this great initiative and all of the other projects that we have been using some federal funding for to help make this a reality. As I mentioned, those are the Metro Council, Congressman Yarmuth, Congressman McGarvey, are just some of the people that helped make this project happen today. Additionally, this awesome pool would not have happened without the help, support, and countless hours of so many others. To my dedicated colleagues at Louisville Parks and elsewhere throughout Louisville Metro government, thank you all so much for working with us every step of the way. To Chris Carmichael and PLC Management, thank you. To the Calhoun team, thank you guys for the amazing work that we're seeing here today. And also to PSS, which is a dedicated pool contractor that helped bring some extra creativity to give families that are going to enjoy this park the amazingness that they're going to have this summer. There were many people on those teams that I just mentioned that over the past couple weeks have been working 70, 80, 90 hours a week to make this a reality. The weather that we had earlier this year with the historic storms and snow and rain did not help our construction schedules, but they pulled it off. Thank you all so very much for that amazing work and going the extra mile. And most importantly, thank you to Algonquin neighbors. Thank you to everyone in the Algonquin neighborhood, to surrounding neighborhoods, for your strong advocacy for this project, for the input that you provided to Councilwoman Hawkins, to me and my administration, to others on the design, and for your support of this newest gem that we've added to the Louisville Public Park system. This is your park and your pool, and all of us here today are so happy that you, along with our friends from Grace James, from the West End School, and kids all across the city can enjoy this amazing pool. And finally, I want to give thanks to one final person, the single strongest advocate for this park and this pool, a never tiring advocate for her constituents in District 1, a champion of public parks all across the entire city, the chair of Metro Council's Democratic Caucus, and the councilwoman who calls this part of her district right here in Algonquin Park. Please join me in welcoming Councilwoman Tammy Hawkins.
Good afternoon. Woo, this is this is really amazing. Issues ain't easy. And I'm not all the time very easy to work with, because I don't accept no. I'm very passionate. And today is the example of what being passionate and persistent looks like. We family hurt. But today is the definition of what listening to the community looks like. What you see here today is what working collectively with their colleagues, who I want to stand up. All my colleagues. And not just Democrats, Republicans too. They showed up today.
That's right.
The administration, thank you. Y'all tell me no. Y'all say we ain't got enough money. I say find it. I appreciate y'all. This pool has been closed for over 3 years. 3 years that the community has not been able to swim in their own backyard. People who came before me has advocated, the community has advocated, and I have persistently advocated for this pool to open this summer. It is such a privilege to stand here today to tell the community again that we are family here. This is such a full circle moment, and I'm so proud that my office gets to be a part of this state-of-the-art facility that this community has been deserved in this underserved neighborhood. As long as I'm in this seat, the West End will be underserved no longer. As I always say, the West deserves the best. And this is another thing that will improve the residents' quality of life, which is vital. I want to thank my community partners, because without them, none of this would also be possible. ACU Inc., Adult Learn to Swim, 724. When redistricting happened and I got the honor of inheriting Algonquin Park, these organizations embraced me into their spaces, into this park with love, and their community with open arms. They helped me earn the community's trust, and that wasn't easy. Thank you to Metro Parks and Recreation for their devotion, communication, and phenomenal partnership during this process. Everyone from Metro Parks, can you raise your hand, please? Thank you. Thank you to Brandstedter's Carol for listening to the community and implementing everything they visioned this pool would look like. And when I say everything that the community said they wanted to see, it's right behind us. Thank you to the construction workers for their hard work, day in and day out. Hey, y'all. These guys worked effortlessly. They were selfless. They had targets on their back over here. It was some non-sales. It was some people in the community that didn't want to see this. They kept working. I want to say thank you. Because sometimes working in our communities ain't easy, and it ain't for the weak. But they didn't stop. But more than anything, I want to say thank you to our mayor. don't know if we didn't have Mayor Greenberg as a mayor, if this would have came to fruition. And I'm going to say this all the time, we don't agree. All the time, me and my colleagues don't agree. But when things like this happen, and when it comes in front of us, we make it happen for one another. Because we can work together for the common good of the community. And that's what matters. It's not always about if you can agree. Because if people are out, if you're agreeing all the time with your colleague, or even the mayor, or even the administration, somebody's being fake. And that's the most easiest thing you can do is be fake. And I ain't got a fake bone in my body. So I'm gonna say again, I wanna say shout out to my colleague, Barbara Shanklin. I gotta point her out, because guess what? I lost my mother. I lost my mother a few months ago. It's not a day I don't call this woman that she picks up the phone and encourages me to keep going, keep fighting. You don't find that all the time. I want to say thank you to her. Thank you. Thank you all for showing up. Showing up is the most hardest thing. But really, it's the most easiest. Thank you to the Algonquin community. Again, I'll say, when redistricting happened, I inherited this park. Ever since I inherited this park, I have not stopped fighting with the community to see things happen. This, what stands behind us, does not happen in underserved areas. But it's not if you can get it, but being able to keep it. I need the Algonquin community to take pride in this pool, to keep this pool. I'm going to do everything that I can try to do to keep this pool funded. And it's not going to be easy, because you can get anything, but it's if you can keep it. So I just want to say thank you. Not only my work, my colleagues' work, the mayor's work, everybody that had a hand in this. I need the community to appreciate and take ownership of this pool. This looks like a water park. This ain't the average pool. So I want us to stick together and to protect this investment. We did this for the community. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for believing that things like this can happen. And this mayor is not done. So again, I want to say thank you. Thank you for believing in the community. Thank you for knowing that the West deserves the best. And I want to say thank you to everyone for showing up.
That was awesome, Karen. You did great. You did great. Thank you so much, Councilwoman Hawkins. Thank you. And I'm so excited to keep working with you on this pool and so many other great projects. And as Councilwoman Hawkins was just talking about, so many people helped make this happen. And now it's going to be up to the community to help keep the success, excitement going on in this pool every summer season. And today, we're also joined by Gary Cobb. and some of his colleagues from the YMCA of Greater Louisville. Gary and his colleagues, I want to give you all a shout out. They're going to be conducting free safety around the water clinics right here at Algonquin Park Pool. The YMCA and us will be sharing more details about this soon, but this is just the start of the amazing way that Louisville Metro Parks and Recreation is going to collaborate with other organizations, as Councilwoman Hawkins just pointed out. We've got some great other community collaborators that have played such a key role in getting us here and are going to be our strong partners as we move forward with the programming in this park. So thank you, Gary, and to everyone at the YMCA as well. And I know so many people are looking forward to swimming in this pool starting on this Saturday, which I might add, Councilwoman Hawkins is hosting a giant community fest this Saturday on the opening day for the park. And one of the people that is so excited to use this pool is Shane Crow. Shane is a high school student who I met and recognized earlier this year when he and his brother shoveled snow for their neighbors. He's also a future mayor, I should have said. Future mayor Shane Crow. Shane is also a former lifeguard at Algonquin Pool before it closed. And Shane, I made a commitment to you at my State of the City address earlier this year that sounded really smart when I made that commitment. And I told you that I would jump in this pool when we open the pool. Now, fortunately, I've got some crazy colleagues on Metro Council that have agreed to join me today, so I'm not going to be the only one. But we are so excited to be here with you, and we are going to make good on that promise today because it is such a beautiful, warm summer day for a pool opening, right, guys? So please join me in welcoming someone who is excited as Tammy and I about opening this pool, Shane Crow.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you. Yes, sir. Hey, good afternoon. My name is Shane Crow. First off, I just want to say thank you. And thank you, Mayor, Councilwoman Hawkins. Thank y'all. Dear Mayor Craig Greenberg and Councilwoman Hawkins, on behalf of our community, I would like to extend my deepest thanks and appreciation for your dedication and leadership in reopening Algonquin Pool. Your commitment to the well-being of District 1 and the broader Louisville community has not gone unnoticed. And this initiative stands as a testament to your care of your neighborhoods and our community. For years, the Algonquin Pool has been more than just a place to cool off. It has been a second home, a cornerstone of community, connection, youth engagement, and summertime joy. Its reopening brings more than just water to the neighborhood. It restores vital space where families can play and gather, children can play safely, and neighbors can come together to build a safer, stronger, and healthier community.
Mayor Crow, I like
Hey, yeah, that's Mayor Craig Greenberg. We recognize the time, effort, and resources it takes to make this happen. From planning and budgeting to coordination and advocacy, your actions reflect true public service. Councilwoman Hawkins, your unwavering voice for District 1's residency was essential. And Mayor Craig Greenberg, your support at the city level ensured that this project moved forward. Thank you for listening to the needs of the people and acting with vision and heart. The reopening of Algonquin Pool is a victory for equity, opportunity, and a community spirit. We are truly grateful. Thank you, Mayor Craig Greenberg and Councilwoman Hawkins. Thank you.
That was all. Thank you. That's great. All right, future Mayor Shane Crow there. Well, thank everybody so much for coming out today. We are so excited to get this pool officially open. So what we're going to do now is we're going to give the media a second to reposition their cameras. I think Tracy or someone's going to show you where to go. Councilwoman Hawkins and I are going to join some of our friends from Metro Council, our friends from West End School and Grace James Academy. And yeah, okay. And we are going to be the first people to jump in this pool, but certainly not the last. Councilwoman Hawkins just reminded me that this Saturday for the community opening that she's sponsoring, 600 people are going to be able to swim for free in this pool. Thank you so much, Councilwoman Hawkins, and your colleagues on Metro Council for supporting this community day. We are really excited about this. So please come join us as our friends from Grace James Academy, the West End School, Metro Council, and myself get this pool officially open. Welcome to the Algonquin Park Pool.